Line weight, or LWT in AutoCAD, allows you to define objects and highlight objects by giving them different line weights on the screen. Now, the line weight toggle is here. It's this one here, Show Hide Line Weight. When I click on that, it switches line weight on. Now, we don't actually have any line weights set up yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch it off, and we're going to go to the Layer Properties Manager. So 2D Drafting and Annotation Workspace, Home tab on the ribbon, Layers panel, and Layer Properties Manager. Now when we open this up, you'll see we have one layer that all our objects are drawn on at the moment. It's this layer here, Objects. We're going to create two new layers. So we're going to click here on New Layer, and the first new layer we're going to create is going to be Sheet, as in metal sheet that our objects are sitting on, waiting to be welded. So that will be Sheet, like so. We're going to change the colour of it. I'm going to give it a yellowy orange colour so it stands out. It's going to be that colour there, colour 50. So I'll OK that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to give it a different line weight. So there's the sheet layer, like so, and it's using the default line weight at the moment. So if I click there, I get a list of line weights that I can use. I'm going to give it a line weight of 0.4 millimeters, that one there, and I'm going to OK that. And as you can see now, my sheet layer has that 0.4 millimeters line weight. I can just expand that column out that way a little bit, and you can actually see the defaults there and the 0.40 millimeters. We're now going to create another new layer. It's going to be called Components. So I click there, and we'll call it Components. Again, make sure you spell it right. And what we'll do here, we'll click here, we'll give this a different color, and it's going to be this magenta-y pink colour here, colour 210. And what we're going to do now, notice it's adopted the 0.4 millimeters. I don't want it to have 0.4 millimeters. So I click there on the 0.4 millimeters, and that's going to just use the default line weight at the moment. And I'll OK that. So you can see there, Sheet uses a 0.4 millimeter line weight. Components is using the default line weight. I'm going to close the Layer Properties Manager now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Sheet my current layer by clicking on the word Sheet there on the layer pull down. I'm going to click on this rectangle here, click on the layer pull down and give that the Sheet layer, and then I'm going to select these three objects here, hit escape a couple of times to deselect the sheet, and then click on each one, 1 and 2 and 3. Again, layer pull down and select Components. We'll put them on the Components layer, and we'll hit escape to deselect. Now, the Components layer does not have a line weight. It's using the default line weight that AutoCAD uses. But if I come down here and switch line weight on the status bar, notice the sheet is highlighted by that thicker 0.4 millimeter line weight. So that's what line weights do. So if I click there, you'll see as well, line weight off, line weight on, as you can see. So line weight allows you to highlight objects on your drawing by applying a thicker line weight. If you don't want to use the line weights, you can just toggle them off by clicking on line weight there on the status bar in the drafting settings.